A mysterious post sparked the rumors, but the ensuing storm has rocked the entertainment industry to its foundation. After supporting Jim Jones for almost 20 years, Chrissy Lampkin has finally made her decision. Additionally, the result has left Jim not just his entire career was on the line, and he was blindsided in front of millions, astonished but broken. This isn't simply another hip-hop and love narrative. The breaking point is here. The disclosure is so shocking that it's shattering all of our preconceived notions about their romance. Imagine it. Furious phone calls, anonymous leaks on Twitter, grainy recordings from burner accounts, and friends becoming FOs overnight all interrupted late-night studio sessions. There are receipts everywhere, contracts that no one was supposed to view, whispered phone records, and leaked texts. And all of them hint to betrayal that is so profound that it is impossible to write. Supporters are yelling that Chrissy has at last chosen by herself. Insiders, however, claim that the truth is more nuanced. Love wasn't the only factor in her choice. It was a matter of survival. Furthermore, Jim Jones, the Harlem rapper who used loyalty, K-Money, and ride-die romance to establish his reputation, as the internet erupts in shock, it has been left reeling. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, famous people are responding with enigmatic posts. An insider claims that the last twist is still to come, and hashtags are turning into full-fledged conflicts. Because Chrissy's decision exposes an illusion-based empire in addition to breaking a relationship. And lives, careers, and reputations will never be the same after the last receipts fall. The internet believed it had witnessed every scandal that hip-hop and love could produce. However, not even years' worth of fans were primed for Chrissy Lampkin's shocking decision with cliffhanger proposals, drama, and cheating rumors. She supported Jim Jones despite unfulfilled promises, protracted delays, and public humiliation for almost 20 years. She protected their relationship, enhanced his reputation, and held on to the notion that one day loyalty might be sufficient. But she tore the illusion apart in a single violent night. When Chrissy made her decision, Jim Jones was taken by surprise and left speechless, humiliated and exposed in front of millions of people. It began with a live performance that lacked a clear plot. Chrissy is seated in the corner of a dark room with her mascara streaked and her eyes inflamed, but there are no cameras, producers, or filters there. Fierce, her voice was shrill and shaking as she murmured, "I've been silent for too long. I need you to hear it from me, not from them, when I make my decision tonight." Shortly after, her live count soared. Tens of thousands of people watched, and the comments were blurry. "What choice?" pleaded the fans. "Is this about Jim? Sis, don't play with us." Then there was quiet. Life froze. The feed stopped working. And in a matter of minutes, shaky videos started to circulate on Twitter. One Chrissy's voice was quite clear on the recording. "It's finished. I am no longer able to do this." It only required that. Twitter took off. Overnight, TikTok modifications received millions of views. Instagram pages with titles like "Chrissy Finally Speaks" plastered her face everywhere. However, the subsequent leaks were unexpected. A burner account appeared a few hours later, revealing purported texts exchanged between Jim and a producer on VH1. According to one, "She's not leaving. Trust me, she's addicted to the game." Another, "If she walks, the whole storyline collapses." Fans were frozen. Was their relationship a contract in its entirety? A meticulously crafted illusion created to maintain the motion of the cameras? It was a shocking betrayal. Timelines were inundated with angry fans. She was utilized for ratings by this dude. She waited for a ring for 20 years, while he manipulated her life as if it were a plot. A field day was had by meme accounts. Jim was seen clutching cue cards that said "plot twist" in one. Chrissy's well-known proposal was ridiculed by another using the audio. A muffled clip purporting to be Jim's voice on the phone with a buddy, laughing, followed by the caption, "She proposed to him, but he proposed to the producers. She had been looking for a ring for 20 years. I'll never give her one, do you think?" Like wildfire, the video went viral. Fans who had previously supported Jim stopped talking. There was no denying the harshness and the haughtiness. Intolerable. Celebrities fanned the flames by jumping in. "Who? Men will waste your time and smile about it. 20 years, tweeted Tamar Braxton. No, Cardi B went live, shaking her head. Even Nicki Minaj broke away, proving that loyalty can sometimes turn into a prison. Chrissy deserves the world, not a storyline, said a fan message that I loved. Jim retaliated by posting a video from the studio with music blaring and smoke flowing. Do you guys take fake news too easily? Chrissy and I have always been strong. Don't get it wrong, but the comments tore him to pieces. Stop gaslighting us, capo. His attempt to downplay the storm only made it worse. We saw the texts. We heard your voice. Chrissy, meanwhile, made a comeback with her most heartbreaking post to date, a picture of her bare hand with no ring and just the words "my choice" as the caption. The post received 1 million likes in a matter of minutes. Insiders muttered, "Yes, Queen. It's finally free. He played you long enough." The internet seemed to come together in support of her. The fuzzy picture of a USB drive with the words "contracts plus calls" in the caption sent chills through the fandom, indicating that the real tale hadn't even been revealed yet. The truth comes out at midnight. Fans were crazy, and threads went viral, analyzing every potential interpretation. Were these contracts, calls, or evidence of planned fights? Reaction channels prepared emergency live streams, meme accounts, and planned postings like it was election night, including staged proposals and possibly even staged grief. Everyone was waiting for midnight, the moment that pledged to make all the difference. The countdown started. Twitter was dominated with hashtags like #ChrissySpeaks, #JimXposed, and #TheChoice. Fans worldwide remained. The tension was electrifying, intolerable, and as the clock struck 12, the drop came. The data hit the internet, spreading more quickly than anybody could keep up with. They were awake, phones in hand, refreshing their feeds every second. Control, voice notes, phone recordings, screenshots, the kind of proof that was impossible to ignore, spin, or deny. The first file was a recording of a conversation between Jim and his "if Chrissy walks, let her" manager, calm but venomous. "We can spin it. Say she's unstable. Say she wanted out. The fans will love it." The second file struck more forcefully. He wasn't simply ready for her to go. He was planning her demise in real time. Gasps reverberated across timelines. The fandom erupted in anger when Jim returned in another audio tape, his voice brimming with conceit. "She doesn't know half of what I've done, and she never will." Twitter threads read like investigative reports, breaking into every line and every pause, TikTok editing, manipulation, gaslighting, and control. Reaction channels screamed into their cameras, combined Jim's icy laughing with Chrissy's live tears to create sounds that went viral and reached millions of people. Then came the night's last leak, an email purportedly sent by Jim to a producer with the subject line, "Next the body, the season. She cries. Don't worry. Stick around. She always does." The treachery was too great, too harsh, and too humiliating, and the fans shattered. Jim's reputation was in ruins by dawn, and Chrissy's name was trending all over the world, crowned as the lady who at last placed peace before illusion. However, just as the fandom started to grow, one additional burner post had a mysterious tweet including a grainy image of Chrissy at dinner, not by herself, but sitting across from a man whose face was blurry but who was obviously not Jim, to commemorate her liberation. "Her new beginning begins now," the caption said. Was Chrissy already moving on? Who was this mysterious man? Was he her genuine choice all along? The fandom cried out. The image of Chrissy having dinner with the blur-faced man exploded the internet like a bomb, and fans flooded timelines with theories after the cliffhanger, which made everyone realize that the main tale hadn't even begun yet. Within minutes, hashtags like #ChrissyMovesOn and #JimLeft stunned and trended globally. Is this her new man? Is this only a business dinner? Was this the decision all along? One thing was certain though, the suspense was intolerable. While some rejoiced over her purported globe, others blamed her for treachery. That's when the burner account posted again at 2:00 a.m. It was a 2-minute audio recording. The subsequent wave of leaks was more repulsive, dark, and unavoidable. "You've lied to me for years," Chrissy remarked in a trembling voice, which was purportedly taped during a private dispute. "You believed I wouldn't discover that I had lied to everyone." Jim's voice, icy and piercing, cut back. "Remember that?" The internet froze. The power and the haughtiness were indisputable. "You wouldn't even be here without me." Fans were furious, so he acknowledged it. This is documented emotional torture. Keep Chrissy safe at all costs. The action channels aired live until dawn, breaking down every word. While TikTok, the nightmare didn't end there, though, since at daybreak another file appeared. A hazy video of Chrissy crying during previous episodes superimposed on top of the audio. The video was grainy and shaky, but the body language was clear, and fans cried out betrayal as Jim strolled hand in hand with a lady who was clearly not Chrissy in what appeared to be a hotel lobby. What little resistance Jim had was shattered by the optics, and the fallout was instantaneous. Some swore the woman looked like Brooke Bailey, while others conjectured it was just a casual connection. She remained faithful for 20 years while he toyed around like this, humiliating her on national television while continuing to cheat. Meme pages featuring Chrissy's proposal from years ago and the "you don't spend 20 years of someone's life and then end up caught in a hotel," Cardi B said in a grainy hotel video that captioned her loyalty versus his loyalty. Celebrities added fuel to the flames, and Tamar Braxton went live outraged. Uploaded a meme with the words, "Men will make you feel uncomfortable whenever they can. Capo ain't capo no more." Even 50 Cent, who is known for trolling, joined in with a vicious message. Jim broke his clown shoes, and a few hours later, he went live, pacing back and forth while raising his voice. Do you guys believe anything these phony accounts post? That footage from the hotel? As he raged, viewers spotted something damning. The tattoo on the man's forearm in the video exactly matched Jim's. "That ain't even me, man. Y'all crazy. Stop dragging me." "The same tattoo, Jim. Stop lying. We see it. Busted." His denial broke down in real time as fans bombarded the comments. His life into yet another humiliation. Meanwhile, Prey posted a plain black screen with the words, "Freedom tastes sweet," and she redoubled her efforts to remain silent, but not before leaving crumbs. Once more, the internet went wild, with fans applauding her strength. Others conjectured that she was prepared to divulge everything. Then, around 5 o'clock p.m., the shocking revelation arrived. Screenshots of purported emails between Jim and a business associate with the subject line "The Chrissy Problem" and "The body she's threatening to walk" were recovered from the burner account. If she spun it like she was unstable, tell the producers that she can be replaced. The heartlessness of the remarks chilled the fan base. Was Jim truly planning her demise in secret? Fans rebelled, asking that VH1 sever its relationship with him. Protest hashtags like #CancelJim and #DefendChrissy garnered hundreds of thousands of tweets in a matter of hours. Was every moment of her agony only a business ploy? Shocked by the purported evidence of manipulation, even non-fans joined in, but just when fans believed things couldn't get any darker, a terrible 30-second video appeared. Chrissy sitting, "I gave him everything and he gave me nothing," they whispered, sobbing at a table. Off camera, a man's harsh, low voice mumbled, "You knew what this was." "Who filmed it?" gasped the fans. What was causing her to cry? Was Jim downplaying her suffering in that voice? On live, fans showered her social media with support as reply channels cried out, "No woman deserves this humiliation. We see you, Chrissy. We believe you." Meanwhile, insiders whispered that Chrissy had already filed for separation. Whether it was true or not, the rumor alone rocked Jim's world, and it was evident that night. According to gossip blogs, her lawyer was getting ready to go public, dividing assets, cutting connections, and seeking her independence. Released a desperate Instagram story with the message, "Don't believe the lies. We are solid, always been solid." Astute admirers saw that the picture was months old, as demonstrated by the solid wear at the hotel. Fans mercilessly dragged him, publishing throwbacks to cover your mess. As the storm got worse, a last turn of events sent the fandom frozen. Jim's voice was unmistakable in a new recording that leaked, sending the internet into a meltdown. If she tells, it's over for everyone. Keep her quiet. There was an immediate explosion of theories about who else was involved, what secrets were being kept, and whether this was more than just Chrissy and Jim. Fans conjectured about co-stars, producers, and even high-ranking members of the music industry, with some whispering that this was evidence of a web of secrets that extended beyond a single romance. By midnight, the world wasn't merely witnessing a split. They were seeing the fall of an empire, and Chrissy was holding all the cards and no longer pleading for peace. Then came the "You think this is just about me and Jim? You have no idea what's coming," Chrissy said as she went live once more, looking straight into the camera and speaking in a cool, collected tone. The internet exploded when she abruptly terminated the live stream. Was she going to reveal the so-called circle? Was she prepared to bring more people into the fray? And most importantly, what did she mean when she said, "What's coming?" The world waited for the next leak, knowing that it could destroy everything, and the cliffhanger was absolute. Fans expected answers, not just answers, had witnessed divorces, scandals, and treachery in the past, but nothing compared to this. Chrissy's scathing remarks, "You believe this is only about Jim and me? You don't know what's going to happen." It has hung like a thundercloud over the internet. After waiting for the lightning to hit, which broke everything, the burner account delivered the first detonation at noon the following day. Screenshots of a group conversation with Jim to producers and a recognizable figure from the cast. The messages were transactional, cold, and blunt. "Get her to react on camera and we'll create a fight next week." Fans gasped as the entire love story, the tears, and the screaming matches were staged like a play, but Chrissy's heart was left broken. Always break. Keep her faithful till we're done with the season. Meme pages brutally dragged Jim, transforming his feeble statement into a running gag. Her life was a plot contract. The backlash was immediate, so they really exploited her for ratings. Humor. In addition to the dominance of hashtags like #FreeChrissy and #JimThePuppetMaster on Twitter, a 6-minute audio recording with Jim's distinctive voice emerged hours later. The harshness of the remarks threw supporters into a tailspin. "I've been keeping her on the leash for years. She ain't going nowhere. She's too scared to start over." After TikTok editors looped Chrissy's sobbing facial expressions with the video, which went viral overnight, reaction channels sobbed on camera. Chrissy then retaliated, breaking her silence on Instagram Live, this time with steel in her voice instead of tears. "I was the fool for years. I believed the promises, and I thought love was sufficient for years." Her remarks struck like a hammer as fans chanted her name and showered the comments with blue hearts and cheering emojis. But love without respect is nothing more than an illusion. "I made my decision, and I'm done living a lie. You think you know everything, but you don't." She leaned in close to the camera just as viewers thought she was done. "Chrissy, Chrissy, Chrissy. I'm not the only one who has played. There's more." She concluded the live stream, and the internet went crazy. Who else was she referring to? Which cast members? Which celebrities? Theories abound. Some people speculated that she was referring to Brooke Bailey, while others suggested Kambla was involved. Cardi B went live with wide eyes, and celebrities couldn't keep quiet as they conjectured that Jim's betrayal extended into the music industry, linked to money, contracts, and possibly even secret marriages. If Chrissy says illusions always break in the light. Tamar Braxton shared a cryptic tweet. Remy Ma even left a single comment under Chrissy's post. "More is coming then. More is coming. Y'all better buckle up." Respect Jim, however, lost it in public. He went on another Instagram Live, this time more irate than before, with veins protruding in his neck. "You guys truly believe this bullshit? You're turning against me because of some burner accounts and phony receipts, bro. The internet is making her a hero even though she's been writing my name for decades." His phone buzzed in the middle of his tirade though, and a notice said, "Lawyer separation agreement drafted." The fan's screen captured it. In a matter of minutes, his tantrum was turned into a meme, and you all started to turn against me. The video was captioned over sobbing clown edits. Chaos was out of control. Chrissy shared a picture of herself signing documents with the caption, "There's no going back." She wasn't bluffing, fans cried, . Then the most sinister leak yet occurred on the internet. A video file purportedly from Chrissy's personal phone was released by she sat in her bedroom and whispered into the camera, "If anything happens to me, it was him. He was someone she had previously trusted. Be aware that I attempted to escape." The internet ceased to exist. Fans went into a panic, saying, "Protect her. Check on Chrissy now." The video went viral so quickly that the mainstream media had to report on it. By evening, #DefendChrissy was the most popular trend globally, and his reputation, which had formerly been based on loyalty and Harlem pride, lay in ruins as fans called for VH1 to intervene. Sponsors withdrew, and bloggers announced Jim Jones was done. In ruins, but Chrissy wasn't finished. She went live again at 10 p.m., this time appearing composed, serene, and quite radiant. "This isn't just about Jim and me. It's about all the women who chose to disclose the truth, choose peace, and choose themselves. stood by, guys who believed that loyalty equated to power. I'm tired of being used and dominated, and I'm prepared to start over. She grinned as she concluded the live stream, presenting a USB drive, the same one that had plagued the community for weeks, and adding, "I have more, just in case you didn't know." The screen went dark. The fandom exploded. Was this the last chapter? Jim disappeared from socials entirely? Was it the start of something even darker? Who else was involved in that drive? Would Chrissy reveal names that may ruin entire careers? Chrissy, meanwhile, became a symbol. Insiders claimed that he had been dumped by Deals, left scrambling in secret, humiliated, and trapped. There were no posts, no lives, and no comments. Celebrities supported her, fans named her Queen of Peace, and the internet concurred on one thing: she had chosen herself, revealing the false pretense of a love tale that never existed. But the cliffhanger left everyone gasping. That burner account came back, publishing a blurry screen grab of an email with the subject line, "The Circle, one last time." Jim wasn't the only one, the caption said. The final truth will shortly be revealed. The fan base yelled into the empty space. Like pyrotechnics, theories sprang forth. Who else was included in this alleged circle? How severe were the betrayals? Most significantly, when would Chrissy be the one holding the match if the truth dropped? The query had an answer on the internet. Chrissy decided what to do. The narrative was far from over, but Jim Jones was startled. There it is. The papers are signed by Chrissy's hands. Jim's breakdown was captured on camera. The hotel tape, the receipts, the breakdowns, the confessions, and now the last rumor of something much more significant. The circle that Chrissy selected. Jim was left speechless, and an illusion-based empire has collapsed. However, you are mistaken if you believe that this is the end. The truth continues to come to light. Furthermore, they have the potential to destroy careers, reputations, and legacies throughout the industry when the last earnings fall, not just a couple. Don't just sit there in disbelief then. Press the like button now. To ensure that the truth cannot be concealed, every click pushes this story farther, louder, and higher. Furthermore, you dare not lurk in silence. Post your theories in the comments section. Was Chrissy always plotting her getaway? That burner account belongs to whom? What is the circle exactly? I want to see your most audacious forecasts, your most outrageous opinions, and your most honest observations. And pay close attention. Press the subscribe button and sound the alert right away, because, believe me, when the next breach occurs, it will. You don't want to awaken to find that the internet has already taken off without you. Frame by frame, leak by leak, secret by secret, I'll be here dissecting it all. This is no longer merely rumors. It's survival. This is treachery. And the storm is just getting started. Keep an eye out. It may all end with the next drop.